Okay, welcome everyone to the Nottingham Zoning Board of Adjustment. We did originally have a hearing scheduled this evening, but the applicant, due to the fact that we knew that we were not going to have a full board, has requested that we reschedule the hearing for a week from today. That would be Tuesday, November 28th, 7th, at 7 o'clock. So I would like the board to vote on that. So if I could have a motion.
Madam
And let me just say that the applicant has a meeting with the planning board on the 28th. So if we don't hear them before their planning board hearing, they'll have to postpone that as well. So,
Madam Chairman, I move that we accept the applicant's request. Well, actually, do you have his name again?
His name is Timothy
Green?
Yes.
Madam Chairman, I move that the applicant Timothy Green's request to postpone his hearing from November 20th to November 27th at 7 p.m. be approved.
I'll second it.
all those in favor?
If I could make a note, there's a chance I won't be here. I'll have to check, just to let you know.
So again, we would be short.
Well,
Well, Peter will be back by then.
Peter will not.
Peter-
We're still short, but I think that part of it also was the weather tonight, that if any of us weren't able to get here, they would have even a smaller board. So,
I should be able to let you know by Sunday.
Mike should be better by then. So,
We won't have Peter. He sent me a message saying no, and if we don't have you, then we will not have a full board again. So, all right, motion, that was, did
Okay.
anybody second it?
yeah,
yes, Terry did.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It passed unanimously, Joanna. Okay, the public hearing being postponed. The next item on our agenda is a budget review. So trusting that you have those budget papers, and we have Chris Sterndale here, who's kind of one of the drivers of the budget. So if everyone would find their budget worksheet, we can review the items from past years. You can see that we budgeted $2,100 in both 2017 and 18 for the secretary's salary. Is that actually your title?
That is the title, yeah.
Okay. And this year we expended only $683.30, but if you all recall, we had a very light year this past year. Things just started picking up in the last few months. We had a very quiet year the whole year before that. Does anyone want to make any comment on the salary? If nobody else does, I would. So I reviewed the MIT study on wages, and I think that we're paying our secretary a little less than we should.
No, I actually said that to
And
her.
I would, well, I would hope, I also have to recognize that she works not just for us, but for the planning board, and some of her time in the office, sometimes maybe for building inspector, covering for the building inspector as well. So I don't know how this would shake down, but I think as far as working for this board, I would like to see her salary bumped from $1,690 to more like $1,850. I don't know if anybody else has any comments. That's my suggestion, anyway. And the rest of these, does anyone else have any comments on that?
What was the,
We don't pay,
Proposed.
we don't pay much vacation. Do we pay a little?
None.
No vacation or sick time or family time with a position that's this part-time. And it seemed to me it was kind of low.
What did you make the recommendation to?
I recommend $18.50 an hour plus whatever we must pay some of her social security, plus whatever else the town kicks in.
so then the 2019 budget would be?
2019 budget would be, I don't know if keeping the same amount would I don't have, I don't have a guesstimated number of hours per year that she works for us, but we can see that she only worked 32% of the budgeted amount. So probably it wouldn't need to raise the budget that much. Unless we have we have changed our schedule so that we do meet every month, which we didn't used to. If we didn't have a case, we didn't meet. Although we can not meet if we don't have a case, so.
The only other comment is line 110, postage, obviously 2 years, it's been 1, 2, 3x what's been budgeted, so that ought to be adjusted if we think that that's,
The postage should be
Ongoing.
higher, you mean, Kevin?
it seems to be a trend, so.
Yeah,
Well, and aren't stamps going up too?
I think they are.
I heard there was an increase in postage too, so.
So we should raise that figure to $375 or $400,
Makes sense?
and maybe hope that the 2,100 would cover an increase if the town was kind enough to give her one. Dues and conferences, looks like we didn't use it this year, so that probably should remain the same.
Right.
Does everybody agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
Publications, we did spend some in 2017, but nothing this year. What kind of publications would we typically purchase, Joanna? Copies of the road, oh, copies of those, oh. So will we be needing those again this year? Do we get them every 2 years? Yeah.
Purchase for,
Oh, you have, so do we need any more money than $50?
no, that about covers it, if not a
Okay.
little bit over.
So we should probably leave that the same. Advertising, looks like we spent about 3/4 of what we budgeted, so I think we should leave it the same. Is that for notices?
Yes, like,
Public
ones that
hearing
we
notices?
request,
So,
that the
pardon?
board requests.
Okay. So probably we should leave that the same. Office supplies. We must be getting office supplies from somebody. We're clearly not buying our own.
No.
I think we should leave that figure in there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna run out of pens one of these days. Miscellaneous, $10. Let's keep that $10. Unless anyone has a better idea. So then, could you total those for me, Kevin? Do you have your little calculator? Do you have a slide rule?
I left it at home.
Okay, so we'll do it manually.
Bonnie, it should be the same with the exception of another $75 or $100. So it would be 30 to 30, excuse me, 3,360. Because the only thing you made an adjustment to that was affecting the budget at all was the increase in postage.
The increase in postage,
Because the secretary's salary, we kept it at the same, but with an increase in her hourly wage.
so instead of 32.60, it would be 33.20. Did you say 60 more?
Would be more than that, wouldn't it? Because you got 1,300,
3410 is what I come up with. You added 250. You went from 250 to 4, that's an adder of 150. Add that to 3260, and it's 3410.
That's a figure I came up adding them all together, so.
Okay.
We'll agree on that, 3210 as a total budget.
3260.
Then there's another item for the Planning Association, which we are not a member of anymore.
Regional Planning Association.
Regional Planning, we just hire people when we need people. Okay. So there was $2,500 in the budget last year for that? Do you want that, do you want us to keep that in for when we do need expert advice?
Yeah, it has historically been a planning board thing, but they do things that relate to your work too, so this is just an opportunity to weigh in with the selectmen if have an opinion about that particular line item, one way or the other, we can carry that back to them, but,
Okay, so it would cover both boards, is what you're saying? Okay. So I think I'm in favor of keeping it. I don't know if anybody else has an opinion. Sometimes we need advice on this or that.
I'm good with it.
Okay. So, that being done, I guess we give this back to Chris at some point, Joanna. Okay, does anyone else have anything to add? Okay, the next item on our agenda is an update. Do we have any updates, Joanna?
Possible case in December as well as next week's case, so please keep an eye on your emails.
Okay.
Other than that,
Other than that, we have minutes. So, we have minutes, let me see I know I saw them here a minute
It
ago.
was the 18th, right? September 18th.
I wanted to,
yes,
September 18th minutes.
yes.
Does anyone have any comments, edits to these minutes?
I only have one comment, and I thought I had mentioned it, but I guess I didn't. Switch the chair and vice chair's presence.
Yes, you did say it and it didn't do it, I apologize.
That's right.
I thought I had, I must have done with a different set.
Other than that, they're good by me. Madam Chairman, I move we approve the minutes as amended for September 18th.
Just waiting to see if these guys have any, are you guys good with a motion at this point? Okay. Thank you.
I'll
Motion
second
is
it.
received. Could I have a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, Terry seconded. All those in favor of accepting the minutes as presented, please raise your hand.
Right.
Unanimous. Minutes have been approved. Can I just say there being no further business? There being no further business before the board, or do any members have anything to bring up?
Nothing.
Okay, then I will,
Move to adjourn.
yes, please.
Madam Chairman, I move we adjourn.
I'll second it.
A motion has been made and seconded to adjourn this meeting. All those in favor, please raise your right hands.
Aye.
Those opposed? Unanimously approved that we adjourn the meeting at 7, well, this is gonna be a record.
Yeah.
Mike's gonna be jealous. 7:13.